This is the March to WrestleMania 8, a tribute to Hulk Hogan. Tonight, you'll see Shawn Michaels take on Intercontinental Champion Rowdy Roddy Piper. For the first time since Ric Flair released the scandalous photos, we'll hear from the lovely Elizabeth. From WrestleMania 3, for the first time on television, the matchup between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Then, in its entirety for WrestleMania 6, the Hulkster going title for title with the Ultimate Warrior. Plus, in the studio, an interview with the immortal Hulk Hogan. Now, let's go to your host, Vince McMahon.
Never before in World Wrestling Federation history has one man had such a positive impact on so many lives as Hulk Hogan. The power of Hulkamania is felt by young and old alike all over the world. His credo of training, saying your prayers, taking your vitamins, and believing in yourselves is the very fabric, the very core of American traditional values. Therefore, on the eve of what could very well be Hulk Hogan's final match, it's only fitting now that we take you from Hulk Hogan surrounded by children to Hulk Hogan surrounded by over 93,000 fans, an all-time indoor attendance record, as Hulk Hogan faced Andre the Giant.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to March to WrestleMania 8, a tribute to that man right there, Hulk Hogan. I'm Gorilla Monsoon along with Bobby the Brain Heenan as we take you back to the Pontiac Silverdome. 93,000 plus. Listen to him. What an event it was.
And this is WrestleMania 3. 93,000 people strong. A world indoor attendance record for a sporting event. All came to see that man right there, Hulk Hogan. But I'm there because I want to see the man I managed at that time, Andre the Giant, take the title from Hogan, making me manager of the World Wrestling Federation champion. And if you notice, Monsoon, at the beginning of this match, I believe that Andre the Giant did pin Hulk Hogan, but the referee did not make the call.
I don't remember that.
Well, you didn't stick around and watch.
Take a look, Brain, jam-packed to the rafters. 93,000 plus, a record-breaking event. All came here to see the Hulkster defend once again that coveted WWF title with probably, there she is.
Mary Hart.
Entertainment. Mary Hart.
From Entertainment Tonight, you know, she made overtures towards me.
She did. She did. Will you stop? I think this is the first time the Hulkster's ever stepped inside the squared circle and faced someone larger than himself.
Well, he's going to be doing that at WrestleMania 8 when he steps in there against a crazy man, Sid Justice.
He certainly will.
Now watch this. I was having trouble at this time relaying messages to Andre because the noise was so deafening at 93,000 strong in Pontiac and probably the largest pay-per-view audience in the history. We had to work signals out, hand signals, because we could not hear each other.
Did you ever stop to think that maybe the big guy didn't want to listen to you? Well, Hulkster blocking, and a big right hand, and another one.
Now watch it,
He almost got him.
Watch this. Come on, one,
There's the referees right there. What are you talking
See,
about?
but I counted to 3 and his shoulders were down.
But you're not the referee.
He didn't make the call.
Well, you were upset there, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Andre also telling the referee how to count. Of course, that's not his job. Hulkster went for that scoop slam, got the big guy off his feet, but couldn't handle that tremendous hulk of humanity.
See, I believe Hogan should have waited a little longer to try to pick Andre up. The match was only a couple seconds old. He wasn't really warmed up. I imagine before he went to the ring, he did stretch and get himself ready, but you're not going to pick up 500 pounds just off the bat like that. You got to be ready.
Hulk Hogan will be ready April 5th to face his toughest nemesis, that insane individual, Sid Justice.
At the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Perhaps his final match.
The way I hear it, it's going to be his final match. Over 72,000 strong in Indianapolis at the Hoosier Dome. Talk about noise.
Well, it's all been Andre here so far. Hulkster with very little offense. Look at the ease at which the big guy picks him up.
Whoa. See, now the match is only a couple minutes old, Monsoon. Look at the sweat pouring out both of them. That shows you how physical this is.
I'm sure you're sweating too if we get a shot of you here.
I'm always cool. I don't sweat.
Andre with a look of confidence on his face.
Blue-collar people sweat.
And rightly so.
Executives don't sweat.
It's been all his way here. Going for a slam once again, and with ease. That's 300 pounds plus that he just hoisted up there. There you are, over the shoulder of the brain.
Look at that, stepping on the spine.
Right in the kidney area. Well, he came over looking for a little bit of advice, and it appeared you didn't give him any.
Well, I was using hand signals, I said, at this time because the noise was so deafening.
Hulkster was in serious trouble right here, right from the get-go.
And that big dummy, I mean, the giant talking English, you know, in broken English, I couldn't.
Big dummy.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
I cleared my throat.
I heard that.
Something sounds funny is what I said.
Come on, ref, he's inside the tights there. Andre sends the champ for the ride into the corner. Doesn't follow
now
it
here,
up.
I was telling him
what
to
kind of
come in and get
strategy is that?
Well, he wouldn't listen. He'd be WWF champion today had he listened to me. I was telling him to come on in. Take it to Hogan. Stay on the back. But
well, perhaps on April 5th, Harvey Whippleman will do a better job than you did.
not if there's this much noise. He better work out something. One good thing, at least Sid Justice understands English.
That crazy man, you can't even talk to him.
Yeah, but Andre's biggest problem is he thought he knew it all. He'd have shut up and listen to me.
Let me mark that down.
Write it down in capital letters. Had he shut up and listened to me, he'd be WWF champion today.
Andre with a champ, caught in the corner. Whoa. Andre was in great shape, I'll give him that.
Headbutt him, you hear me giving instructions there.
And he did.
It's about time he listened. Right, I got in there and slapped those sideburns right off that ugly kisser of his.
Referee Joey Morello warning Andre to take it out of the corner.
Hogan's the one hiding in the corner. He's the one using the ropes for protection.
This place has been buzzing since the opening bell. Hulkster comes out of the corner now, buying a little time here. And look at that look in his eye. Roundhouse right, slows the big guy down. Off the ropes, another big one. Can't knock the guy down though, can he? I think you were panicking right about here, bro.
Well, I always am concerned
when your meal ticket's in trouble.
Not a meal ticket.
Chop after chop by the Hulkster. But you got to do more than that to get to the Giant, don't you?
Well, you got to get him down, and that's hard to do. Bob Uecker, broadcaster for the Milwaukee Brewers and from the light beer commercials, he was there that day. He was guest ring announcer, and he told me right before the match that he didn't think Andre stood a chance. Now this is Uecker, who never did anything in sports except sit in the back row, is making a prediction back in Hulk Hogan. Shows you the mentality of some of the people that care about Hulk Hogan. How could you bet against a man like Andre the Giant with me in the corner?
Huh. Got a good look at that outfit you had on, Brain. You looked like a steward on a ship or something. What kind of a coat was that?
It was my
bear hug by the big guy.
Specially tailored victory suit that I never got to celebrate in.
Andre realizing he's done already tremendous damage to the lower back of the champ, and now going to work on it with this bear hug.
I may wear that suit at WrestleMania 8. Come to think of it, when Flair takes on the Macho Man or Randy Savage.
I thought you had that dry cleaned and burned.
I didn't have it dry cleaned and burned. Come on, Andre, I'm telling him, work that lower back. Lay your weight on his chest. Make it hard for him to breathe. Bend him the wrong way. Work on that spine. But would he listen to me? No.
Hulkster was in big trouble at WrestleMania 3. at the Pontiac Silverdome with a record crowd on hand, 93,000 plus.
And there's going to be 75,000 at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis on April 5th for WrestleMania 8.
Champ was stuck in this bear hug for quite some time, and boy, did it take its toll.
Now, if Andre had picked him up and would have gone forward with him, I mean, if Andre would have gone face down, he could have pinned the man and maybe broke his back. That would have been fine with me.
Well, wasn't that some of your responsibility to tell him to do that?
He wouldn't listen to me. I can only do so much.
What are you getting upset about?
Well, you're making it like it's my fault he didn't become champion.
Well, it usually is.
Well, I did everything I could. I was prepared.
Hulkster getting that support from the millions of Hulkamaniacs.
Like he always had.
Finding that adrenaline, getting it going in that gigantic body, trying to come out of here.
I suggest they get their tickets for WrestleMania 8 because I believe that's the last time you're ever going to cheer for Hulk Hogan.
Regardless, Brain, of the outcome of WrestleMania 8, Hulkamania will live forever.
Yeah, memories are cheap.
He finally rang the bell of Andre the Giant with about at least a half a dozen headshots, but the guy still hasn't gone down.
Hard to knock him down, I'm telling you.
There he got those. Oh, big chop by Andre.
Drop on
just leveled the Hulkster.
Cover him, I'm telling him. Get on top of him, you big dummy, and it's yours.
Oh, big
but
dummy
will you
again.
listen? No.
Mark that down. That's two big dummies so far.
You're looking at two big dummies in there right now, and he listened to me.
Hulkster through the ropes, out onto the floor of the Pontiac Silverdome. And Andre right out there after.
And I told him, Andre, don't go after him. You can't beat him on the floor. You got to beat him in the ring.
Andre saw a possible situation there where it would be to his advantage to go to the floor. Of course, that backfired right there.
See? Had he listened to me, he'd be doing all right today.
The big dummy.
The big dummy. I'll write that down. Let me write that down. You called him that. You got two big dummies. I got one.
Hulkster pulling away.
Time for
house cleaning at ringside. What's he gonna do? After the beating that he took, I can't believe. Hulkster going for a pile driver on the concrete. Oh, Andre just too strong for that.
But he didn't get him good. He should have picked him up like that and gone right over backwards with him. Landed his weight on top of him.
Brain, the guy didn't even know where he was. He just got his head rammed into the steel post.
If you listen to me, he shouldn't have been out on the floor.
Where are you? You're not even in sight there.
Because there I am.
Here it is, the most critical part of the match, and you're nowhere in sight.
I'm standing right there. What can I do? I can't get involved. It's against the rules.
Oh, you've never broken a rule before, right?
Not unless I was provoked.
Andre sending the Hulkster in once again, but Hulk got out of the way of that boot. Whoa, what a clothesline. Oh, there you are. What are you telling him now, Brain?
Get up on your feet. You're costing me money.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure he needed to hear that. They were going wild in the Silverdome. The noise was deafening.
You could see the roof on the top of that place just shaking. Like it's going to shake at WrestleMania 8 in Indianapolis on April 5th.
But what did it do? It gave more power, more strength, more determination. Look at that.
And I don't think he'd ever been slammed up to that point.
Hulkster slammed the big guy, dropped the leg on him, over for the cover, and it was all over.
cost me my shot at immortality.
What a victory for the champ. What a tremendous matchup. Just like it's going to be on April 5th in the Hoosier Dome.
Couldn't wait to hand in the belt, could you, Morella?
Look at the hug.
There's Bob Uecker in the ring.
Now, did he go over and throw it in Andre's kisser? No. He's thanking the guy upstairs. He's thanking the millions of Hulkamaniacs around the world. What humility. What an athlete.
And still,
Shut up, Uecker.
World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan!
Unbelievable athlete, Hulk Hogan. Stay with us. We'll be back with more.
My chance, and he blew it.
We're gonna miss Hulk Hogan, but Hulkamania will live forever. Hulk, don't go. We love you.
We're going to miss you, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan lives forever.
The victory over Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3 is but a pleasant memory for Hulk Hogan. However, in approximately 1 week at this year's WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan must face reality. He must face the harsh reality of stepping into the ring against an individual perhaps even more menacing than Andre the Giant, stepping into the ring with a maniacal Sid Justice.
Let's take you back now in time to the first time we viewed the big guy, Sid Justice. It was at SummerSlam, and the Hulkster thought he had made a new friend, only to find out later that this maniac was going to be his #1 nemesis. Hulkster saying, wait a minute. What's he doing? He's motioning towards the locker room. He's giving a wave here to somebody. Look, it's Justice. Looks like the Grim Reaper. Justice back out there in the ring.
I is what I is. That's what Justice does. He said he would stand tall, and he did.
It's pandemonium here at SummerSlam. Oh no, Justice not sure why he's out there. Hulkster wants him in the ring. Take a look at that body.
They're saying thank you to everybody.
As time went by, Sid Justice, the insane one, with a supposed arm injury, went into seclusion. But then he showed up at the Royal Rumble, and from the backside, like a sneak, did this to the champ. Take a look at Justice just hanging out in the corner. Biding his time here from behind. Look at this, I don't believe it. Snuck up like a thief in the night from behind and dumped the Hulkster out of there. Holy mackerel. At the Royal Rumble in an unprecedented event, Ric Flair became the new World Wrestling Federation champion. President Jack Tunney of the WWF decided there were 5 possible contenders, #1 challengers, and at this press conference, look at what happened when the announcement was made. Take a look at Justice's kisser.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the press, challenging Ric Flair for the World Wrestling Federation title at the Hoosier Dome at WrestleMania 8 will be Hulk Hogan.
Yes. Yes. Following the press conference, these comments were made by Sid Justice.
Hey, yo, shut up!
I want to say something. What happened at Royal Rumble? It was simple. I was the last man standing. I would be the world champion if it wasn't for you, Hogan, pulling me out from outside the ring. Now, what you did, Jack Tunney, was bogus. The most bogus act you've ever pulled off. I want to ask you, what is it? Is it because I'm not a big movie star like Hulk Hogan, the big immortal one himself? Is it because Sid Justice is the newcomer? Well, I want to tell you something, Hulk Hogan. You couldn't beat Ric Flair on your best day, but I can. Why? Because Sid Justice rules the world.
Well, following the press conference, Sid Justice, realizing there was no way left for him to go, made this apology right out of the side of his mouth.
And if anybody is taking what I said the wrong way, I apologize. And to you, Hulk Hogan, I sincerely apologize.
The unsuspecting Hulkster, thinking once again he had found a friend in Sid Justice, found that the truth would soon surface here at Saturday night's main event.
Once again, reaching for the tag, reaching for Sid Justice.
Let's see if he puts his hand out. Let's see if he holds that rope. Let's see if he wants to get in the ring. Is he afraid of The Undertaker and Flair, or is he teaching Hogan a lesson?
Hogan coming closer and closer. He'll make the tag this time. Hogan inching closer and closer to Sid Justice.
Help me! Help me! I've had it! The WWF Champion's kicking my butt! Help me!
Hogan reaching for the tag. Here it is. Oh, no! Justice! What's he doing? Justice is turning his back on Hogan. I can't believe this is happening.
He's taking a walk. He's had enough of Hulk Hogan. He's had enough of Beefcake. He's taking a hike.
Brutus Beefcake spinning. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, don't hit him, please.
This will be like a hockey game. It'll be a face-off. If he touches Beefcake, I guarantee it.
Help himself. Did you hear what Justice said? He wants Hogan to help himself.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the Hulkster's friend to the end, found out really what Sid Justice was all about at the barbershop.
But I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to rearrange your face.
After all this, the madman Justice let it all hang out, trying to maim everyone that came across his path, broke the nose, shattered it completely of Virgil.
Oh, no! Man, I'm telling you, McMahon, this guy is coming to WrestleMania to destroy Hulk Hogan once and for all. Sid giving Harvey Whippleman notice.
This is what happens if you stick your nose in our business.
Giving notice to Harvey Whippleman to take the pad away from the corner.
Get up, you pig! Get up!
Virgil caught from behind on the outside by Sid Justice. You can hear this unanimous chant. Oh, no, right in the face.
And then at Madison Square Garden in record-breaking time, destroyed Hercules.
Now I'm going to turn my back and you show everybody how smart you are and you take the easy way out.
Just like he turned his back at Saturday night's main event on the Hulkster.
Well, if Hercules is smart, he'll
Go get
lead.
him, Herc! Go get him! Oh, yeah! There goes the bell! Hercules not wasting any time accepting the challenge of Sid Justice.
I'll tell you something about Hercules. This man will fight you. He'll fight you day and night, and he's one big, strong, tough human being. They don't come any tougher than Hercules.
Oh, look out! Perhaps the powerbomb! Oh, yes!
I can't believe
It's over!
Nobody's ever beaten Hercules that quick.
Holy mackerel!
Here is
Hulkster Piper swearing retribution for all the injustices done by Sid Justice. It'll all come down April 5th, perhaps the Hulk's final match. Will this maniacal monster end the career of the immortal Hulk Hogan? Mississippi, Gorilla Monsoon along with Bobby the Brain Heenan for this tremendous matchup between the Hot Rod, reigning Intercontinental Champion, and that guy right there, Shawn Michaels.
And he's got his sights set on the winner of the Rowdy Roddy Piper Bret Hart match at WrestleMania 8.
And he doesn't care which one either.
Doesn't care. But he has the advantage here because he's wrestling Piper right now. And should Piper retain the title, he'll have a little bit of an edge on Piper because he'll know what Piper's all about.
You know, Brain, I'm very surprised that the Hot Rod took a match of this magnitude this close to WrestleMania 8.
Well, had I been managing the Intercontinental Champion at this time,
would he be in trouble?
I would have told him not to take any match at all. But that shows you the kind of a guy Piper is. He wants to get out there and fight.
Oh, look at that shot. All in white.
He's something, Monsoon.
He's got some tremendous wrestling skills and abilities, no denying that. Of course, that leech, that hang-on that's out there with him could be a detriment sooner or later.
Who are you referring to?
Sensational Jerry. Oh, listen to the ovation here for the Hot Rod, reigning Intercontinental Champion.
I wonder if he'll be smiling after his match with Bret Hart at WrestleMania.
What a matchup that's going to be. Hot Rod bowing determinedly to hold on to that gold. Boy, that's the only belt he's ever held, Brain.
He should have 2 belts. That one and one across his mouth.
Will you stop? Gotta keep an eye on the...
Hey, what a classy move, huh?
What was that? I missed that. Did you care to expound on that?
No.
Supposed to be a journalist, you know.
They only report on things that are positive, not negative. There's something positive.
Yeah. Positive to empty your bank account. Roddy #1 is the chant here in Biloxi.
But look at the confidence in Shawn Michaels. This man is a future champion and the star of the 90s.
Look at her. What's she gonna do now?
Tempt him like she does all the men.
Get out of there.
Checking out the knees. Yep, they're covered. He's got knee pads on, hon.
She's disgusting.
She is in love. Monsoon, she loves Shawn.
Money and loves herself. And now she's found a new meal ticket.
Piper trying to get her attention. But you're going to get Shawn Michaels' attention, Mr. Piper.
You know, I've heard her say 1,000 times, Brain, I'm in love with Shawn Michaels. I haven't heard one time Shawn Michaels say, I'm in love with her.
A man doesn't have to tell a woman he's in love with him.
Huh.
And a woman doesn't need to know it. All they want to see is that
Hot Rod right in his face.
That Gold Express card. Man should never tell a woman he loves her. Let her earn it.
Oh, please. Everything's a one-way street with you, Brain.
And I control the flashing red light.
Come on, ref, ring the bell. Let's get this thing going. Here we go.
This is going to be a heck of a match.
You want to bet she'll stick her nose in sooner or later?
Whoa! That's a class move, Piper, spitting in a man's face.
Well, Roddy from the streets. Former Golden Gloves champion. You don't want to mix it up with the fisticuffs with him.
Whoa.
What's wrong with Michaels? He's got all that speed, all that agility. He's playing right into Piper's hands.
He is playing Piper's game. That's not right. Oh!
We agreed on something, we're in trouble.
No, don't let him get away!
Listen to the screaming Mimi.
Sherry, not
Over
Mimi.
the top goes Michaels, high cross body. Oh, look at Piper, turn it over. 2 count is all he could get. Atomic drop coming up. Oh, nice block.
Beautiful move, he's got him.
He couldn't get him, 2 count only. Went for a drop kick with a hot rod right there. Slingshot into the corner.
He hit the post.
Could be all over. 1, 2 now.
That shows you how tough and gutsy this Michaels is. I'm not sure he knows where he's at right now.
He don't have a clue. Oh, look at this. I told you she'd get involved, Brain. She's up there. What's Rock gonna do?
Oh my God!
Call Beck Marion. You'll need a hook and mouth shot.
She's gonna be right the shots. Yeah.
Oh, she's in shock. She got one planted on her.
Whoa.
Real man.
I'll tell you, before I kiss Piper, I'd rather kiss a hospital mop.
He really shocked her. Oh, right into the steel steps.
Well, Piper, how do you like kissing the floor?
Look at her, look at her. She's right in his kisser.
It's a ploy, though. Part of the strategy they work out. Watch this. I know what he's going to do. He's going to nail him off that apron, see?
Look out from behind.
Kiss her again, Piper.
Shawn Michaels airborne. Double axe handle right between the eyes.
Do I know what I'm talking about, or don't I?
Sometimes you surprise me, Brain. Action's gone to the floor here in Biloxi.
Here we go.
Oh, into the steel barricade.
But I got to give him credit. Piper is one tough individual, and he'll keep coming. You're not going to make the guy give up. You're going to have to pin him.
Absolutely.
He won't quit. But he's a human being. He's a punk. He can be beat.
You're talking about the reigning Intercontinental Champion.
Now, he might not have it after April 5th in Indianapolis, WrestleMania 8. The Hitman may be once again Intercontinental Champion.
What a matchup that's going to be. You won't want to miss it. Be part of the big one. 2 count here. The only way to do that right now is on a pay-per-view basis. So don't get left out. Pick up that phone. Call your local cable company. Be part of the biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time.
You know, if there wasn't the Intercontinental title at stake and Piper was wrestling Bret Hart, it'd be a great scientific match. But you know it's going to happen. They're going to get in that ring and they're going to start wrestling. But tempers are going to boil. It's going to explode. It's just going to be a fight.
I expect it to be one of the biggest matches of the afternoon, Brian.
I predict it to be one of the biggest matches in World Wrestling Federation history.
Nice reversal, but Hot Rod underneath the clothesline, but oh, caught the reverse crescent kick right into Kisser.
And you know they're both about the same size, same weight, same mentality. Come on, Mr. Michaels, take it to him. He can't be beat.
In trouble.
Oh!
Went for that side suplex. Hot Rod planted one right on the old Schnazola.
Well, you don't want to really trade punches with Piper.
Absolutely not. You'll come up with a short end of the stick.
You know, WrestleMania 2, he knocked out Mr. T, didn't he?
Certainly did. Flattened that bum. Whoa!
Whoa! 3 points through the uprights.
It's field goal time in Biloxi. Where is she? Sherry obviously concerned about her man now.
I would say.
They could do a soprano and alto duet.
What a match this is, huh?
Oh! Hot Rod went for a bulldog. Shawn Michaels threw him off, and Piper wiped out the referee.
Now, is the title at stake here?
No, this is a non-title matchup.
Oh, darn it.
Look at, what is this?
heard about lending somebody a hand, lending him a foot. Same thing.
Look out, Hot Rod! Oh, just leveled him. I believe he knocked him out.
He's out. I'll count. 1.
Nobody there to count. Referee still semi-conscious.
I don't think it matters. Uh-oh.
Hitman on his way down.
He's going to help Shawn Michaels put the boots to Rowdy Piper.
He is not. Look at that. Hitman throws the boot into the Hot Rod. What a swing, but he missed. Uh-oh.
What is going on now?
The referee caught Hot Rod with a boot.
Well, he should have.
Yes, it's a disqualification.
Here's your winner as a result of a disqualification, Shawn Michaels.
Good call, ref.
Oh, will you stop?
Well, he got caught. Doesn't matter what you do if you don't get caught. And that dummy got caught.
A miscarriage of justice here in Biloxi.
Wait a minute. Piper's blaming him for losing the match now.
You did got me disqualified. You stay out of my life. You understand me? Am I making myself clear?
What's he blaming him for?
If you don't like it, do something about it.
Piper's blaming him for losing the match. He said, stay out of my life. Bret Hart, I know what Bret Hart was doing. He didn't want to see Piper hurt. He wants him fresh at WrestleMania to defend that title.
All right, you can only stay out of his life until April 5th.
I'm telling you,
And then he's going to be right in your face.
It's starting to boil right now. I can smell it cooking.
What an Intercontinental matchup that's going to be in the Hoosier Dome on April 5th, WrestleMania 8. It's going to be a classic. Right now, let's take you back to Vince McMahon.
Who?
All of us will be looking forward to the Intercontinental title match that will pit Roddy Piper against the Hitman Bret Hart. But no one is looking forward to this WrestleMania any more than the Macho Man Randy Savage, who is fighting not just to take the World Wrestling Federation Championship away from Ric Flair, but fighting for the honor of his wife, Elizabeth. Let's revisit Ric Flair's attempts to strip Elizabeth of her dignity.
Let me show you this right here, everybody. Once again, look at this, Gene Okerlund. Look at this, everyone. Woo! You know what this means? It means Randy Savage, Elizabeth was mine before she was yours. Woo! Yes! One more time, Randy. It means Elizabeth was mine, big man, before she was yours. And yes, if you're thinking to yourself, how am I going to follow that act? You can't. This is the hottest magazine in press today. Savage is running around the country trying to buy every copy up. Doesn't make any difference. It was on Entertainment Tonight. You saw it. Look right here, Gene. Here we are. Look at this.
Wow, where was that?
At her dining room table. Dom Perignon. She's really working on me here, you know. Look at the look in her eyes. Have you ever seen a woman more content in your entire life? And look at here at the stables.
Oh.
There she is with her two favorite studs.
Jim, I guess you were her first mate, huh?
Yeah, something like that, Mr. Perfect. Damaged goods. Let's go back here one more time.
Oh, my.
Remember I told you about the towels at the pool? The initials R&L, Rick and Liz. And look at here. She even remembered my favorite fruit, strawberries. Nice. Cracking up, Savage. You having a hard time swallowing this? You're going to be damaged goods just like Elizabeth. You got to walk that out. You got to face the best wrestler alive today, the WWF Heavyweight Champion, WrestleMania 8. You having a problem following this, Savage? It's a problem you have to live with the rest of your life. I'm Ric Flair. Elizabeth knows that, and you're not. That's something you gotta live with. Remember this, Savage. I'm gonna dump you. Just like I dumped her. You two deserve each other. Damaged goods. Live together the rest of your life. I'm Ric Flair, and I'm riding high. Woo! It means Elizabeth was mine.
Brain, I still have my doubts about those photos. something stinks here.
Currently in the ring,
has Elizabeth said anything?
Not yet.
Well, I sure would have said something if somebody had pictures of me that weren't true. The reason she hasn't said anything is because there's nothing she can say. It's proof.
Gorilla Monsoon along with Bobby the Brain Heenan here in Biloxi as we listen to the lovely Mike McGurk introduce WWF Champion Ric Flair.
The lovely Mike McGurk. She's the only woman I know that's been using the Thigh Master on her face.
Will you stop?
Federation champion Ric Flair.
Woo, my man.
Not a whole lot of time left for Slick to walk around with the gold around his waist.
Slick Rick.
Well, you call him what you want, I'll call him what I want.
And Mr. Perfect. There's another confident individual.
Yeah,
He's perfect.
He lies and Flair swears to it.
That's cool. Oh, Ric Flair has a robe made he's going to be wearing at WrestleMania 8 in Indianapolis. A red one. You won't believe this, Monsoon, cost him $50,000.
Well, maybe he'll only get to wear it once.
Wait till you... What do you mean?
Well, Macho Man, in my opinion, is going to walk out of the Hoosier Dome as once again reigning WWF champion.
Wait till you see him walk down that aisle. That's cool.
I thought you'd be more upset, Brain. You're on the list. You're on the hit list.
What list? I'm not on the list.
Oh, yes, you are.
For what?
You're on the hit list of the Macho Man.
You're going to put me on a list.
For all that photo garbage you've been laying on everybody.
Hey, they're not my photos. They belong to Flair.
Hey, too bad.
You talk to him about
your name right on top of the list, followed by Ric Flair, the reigning champion, and that man right there.
Well, then you talk
the
to
executive consultant.
You talk to Mr. Perfect about
and
that.
Also,
you talk to Flair about that.
The publisher of the magazine as well.
Well, he should be on the list. But Elizabeth hadn't even said anything. Just because Savage denies it doesn't mean anything.
Well, for your edification, Brain, coming up next on the program will be the First Lady of the World Wrestling Federation with a special interview.
Well, you don't have to show that. We've seen her lie before.
We are. Brunzell with a side headlock here on the champ.
Hey, one thing about Brunzell, he's always in tremendous shape. And he looks good in that ring. He's a competitor.
Possessing one of the most tremendous drop kicks I've ever seen.
I mean, I've known this man's career since he started.
Oh, right in the eye.
Only one trouble he has, Brunzell.
What is that?
Oh, he tries to make everybody like him. He wants to be a nice human being. That won't help you, dummy. You got to get out there and kick somebody when they're down.
One half of the big double main event coming up at WrestleMania 8. Ric Flair taking on the Macho Man Randy Savage, and the other half, the Hulkster, taking on Insane Sid Justice. You want to know everything about WrestleMania 8? Call the WrestleMania 8 hotline.
Put him away, champ.
$1.49 for the first minute, only 99 cents for each additional minute. You youngsters out there, you kiddies, be sure to ask mom and dad before you call that hotline number.
Are you sure I can't call collect?
With you.
Well, I left my wallet in my other pants.
When did you ever hear of a 900 number you could call collect?
Okay, then loan me $1.49. I'll pay you back. You deadbeat.
Over for the cover, 2-0. Very nonchalant cover by Ric Flair.
You go tell him that. That's a WWF champion there you're calling nonchalant.
Inverted atomic drop finds the mark.
Give it a woo, give it a woo. I'll do it for you.
Woo! There'll be a whole lot of oh yeahs in the Hoosier Dome.
What is Elizabeth possibly going to say?
I don't know, Brain. If I did, I wouldn't tell you.
I know what she's going to say. She's going to announce that she's filed for divorce.
Oh, please. Why don't you be serious? Come down to earth.
When you're watching...
I know there's 40 on the list, and your name is right at the top.
My name has no reason to be there.
It's a vendetta now. Oh, look at that. What a backdrop.
I wouldn't have taken this match so close to WrestleMania, especially with a competitor. Oh,
there's that drop kick we talked about. No. 1, 2. Incidentally, this is also a non-title matchup.
Yeah, but you can get hurt with a guy like Brunzell in there.
Certainly can. Nice reversal and a sleeper. Nice move by the champ.
The beginning of the end.
Here it comes. That pet
Minnesota. He's a quitter. I knew that. He'd give it up. That's cool.
That's got nothing to do with it where you're from. Give me a break.
Sure it does. We don't quit in Beverly Hills. We hire people to do it for us.
Federation champion, Ric Flair.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with the lovely Elizabeth right after this.
He's a liar, I'm telling you.
Earlier this week, Vince McMahon finally caught up with the First Lady of the WWF, the lovely Elizabeth. Let's go to that interview.
Elizabeth, thank you for allowing us into your home.
Well, Vince, 2 weeks ago when you were here, I couldn't speak with you then. I was in shock. I was embarrassed and humiliated, and I guess what I've been feeling is a little numb, but now I'm angry. I'm angry because national television and the World Wrestling Federation magazine, a publication that has always treated Randy and myself fairly, whether times were good or bad, gave credibility to a man like Ric Flair and proceeded to publish photographs in an article that were, as Randy said, completely untrue. Yes, we have proof. Randy is actually on his way now to the magazine headquarters to give the negatives to the publisher. I don't know how those photographs happened, and what I can't believe is that someone like Ric Flair would be taken at face value for what he said. It just amazes me. I'm really angry about it.
Are you saying that in the negatives, which Randy Savage now has, are you saying that in those negatives, where you see Ric Flair next to you, that it's actually Randy Savage? That's what the negatives are going to show?
Absolutely. I don't know how he did it, how Ric Flair managed to do it, but those are personal pictures of Randy and mine, and I'm so upset that he was able to do that, and then that the magazine would just publish them, that they were true.
Do you feel as though your reputation has been besmirched in any way?
Oh, of course I do. I feel terrible about it. I feel badly, not just for myself, but for my family and for Randy's family, that everyone now is looking at us a little bit differently.
Are you different, Liz?
I think I'm probably, yes, a lot different. I think but what's more important is the idea that this can happen to anyone, that a person like Ric Flair can say something is true and people believe it, and it can happen to anyone at any time. It's just shocking.
So you feel vulnerable then?
I feel vulnerable. I think, yeah, I'd say I feel pretty vulnerable.
What do you want to happen, Liz, if you could wave your magic wand and all this goes away? How are you going to be vindicated?
I know that we will be vindicated when the magazine publishes the true photographs, when I know that when people get a chance to actually see what the true story is, that I personally will feel vindicated, but there will always kind of be a nagging in my mind that anyone would ever believe that this happened.
So then you feel you've been scarred and perhaps in some way scarred for life?
Yes.
Thank you. This year's WrestleMania is a WrestleMania of firsts. It's the first time the Macho Man Randy Savage has ever faced Ric Flair for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. The first time Hulk Hogan has ever stepped into a ring one-on-one with Sid Justice. But now, let us take you back as our tribute to Hulk Hogan continues to yet another first. A first and only encounter as Hulk Hogan faced the Ultimate Warrior.
As part of our WrestleMania 8 countdown, a tribute to the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, we take you back now to the Skydome for WrestleMania 6.
Close to 68,000 people, Monsoon. cheering for Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior.
It's deafening here at the Skydome, and here he comes. What an athlete. They're going bonkers here, Brain.
Look at that crowd.
Jam-packed to the rafters.
There's nothing like it, Monsoon. The World Wrestling Federation and WrestleMania. And think, in Indianapolis, on the 5th of April, there'll be close to 75,000 screaming fans in the Hoosier Dome.
There'll be 5,000 more fans than there were here in the Skydome.
As soon as the match starts, I want to comment on the lies that were told by
lies?
The lovely Elizabeth. Yes,
Please.
I'll answer to that in a moment.
The truth has finally surfaced.
Truth.
Boy, is this guy ready or what? The music is playing, they're going crazy. There he is, reigning WWF champ, the immortal Hulk Hogan.
They were both ready for this one. I'll tell you something. Don't interrupt me. I want to make this very clear.
I won't say a word.
Just because Elizabeth says
Go
that
ahead.
the pictures aren't true, don't mean anything. Because, you know, a lot of people make allegations. A lot of people say things.
Yeah, like you.
Just because somebody says something, that doesn't make it true. You gotta have proof in this world today. Anybody can say anything about anybody, but if you don't have proof, it doesn't mean anything. And Flair has proof, he's got the pictures. So I'll tell you something, Toots. You can say all you want about Slick Rick, but every time she mentioned his name, you could see the spark in her eye. She is still in love with the WWF champion.
Where did they come up with the negatives?
Did you see him?
Macho Man is on his way to the publisher with him.
Did you see them?
No.
Case dismissed. You just can't make allegations about people unless you have proof to back it, because you're going to wind up looking like an idiot.
Hulk Hogan, the greatest reigning world champion of the World Wrestling Federation, greatest champion of all time.
What a lot of people think.
Who perhaps will be entering the squared circle in the Hoosier Dome for the final time on April 5th.
Well, if it's Hogan's decision to end it, one way or the other.
Well, Sid Justice said it was his decision to end the career of the Hulkster.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Doesn't matter what Hulk's decision is. Sid Justice has made the final decision. It will be Hulk Hogan's last match.
I'll wait to hear that from the lips of the Hulkster.
If you had to bet, what would you say?
On this being his last match?
Yeah.
If I heard the Hulkster say it, I would say yes, because Hulk speaks the truth.
But you know there is a lot of rumbling about this, not only from Sid Justice's camp, but through the whole WWF. You've
Absolutely.
Heard it too. Okay.
A lot of innuendos, a lot of rumors, a lot of mumbling.
Probably two of the finest conditioned athletes in the World Wrestling Federation today.
The belt.
They're ready. And they have mutual respect for each other.
Ultimate Warrior at this time was the reigning Intercontinental Champion. Look at this. Intensity.
Trying to psych each other.
Bell is gone. This one's underway. Gorilla Monsoon along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, bringing you this March to WrestleMania 8, a tribute to the immortal Hulk Hogan.
WrestleMania 6 hosts to 68,000 people here in Skydome in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Mary Tyler Moore was sitting in the front row.
Steve Allen was on hand along with Robert Goulet.
Rona Barrett interviewed Miss Elizabeth.
She certainly did.
Why didn't she interview her this time? But no, she wanted to talk to Vince McMahon. She wanted to talk to a man. She thought she could bat those eyes and con him into believing her.
Well, she made a believer out of me, I'll tell you that.
Sure, you're a man. You'll buy it.
Oh, please. I admit from the get-go, Brain, the photos were very damaging, but now the truth is finally surfacing. As we look at this capacity crowd at the Sky Dome.
They've given no proof yet. They've just denied it. That's all. They've given no proof. When they show up with negatives, we'll show up with positives. Believe me.
Well, I understand, Brain, that Mr. Perfect has come out with a remark saying that at WrestleMania 8, they are going to produce a life-size centerfold of Miss Elizabeth that we haven't seen yet.
And
obviously, you don't know anything about that.
I understand you'll be able to see freckles that they didn't even know was there.
Oh, please. Whatever it is, it'll be another sham. You can count on it. Test of strength here.
I understand they're selling it to one of the biggest magazines going. Two-time world.
Oh, please.
Two-timer world or something like that. I'm not sure about.
Test of strength being won now by the Ultimate Warrior as the Hulkster goes down to his knees.
And that's something to put the Hulk Hogan down to his knees. That shows you the power this man has.
Crowd is loving it at the Sky Dome. Not sure who to cheer for. What an event that was, Brain. But I don't think it'll be able to top WrestleMania 8 coming up April 5th. First time ever in the history of WrestleMania. Double main event.
Well, they could all be main events if you think about it. Undertaker and Jake. Think of that match. Tag team title match. Money Incorporated against the Natural Disasters. Intercontinental title match. Flair and Savage for the title. And Hulk Hogan, which may be his last match against the insane man, Sid Justice. The Indian guy.
Whoa, turned around there. Tatanka? Well, you have trouble with that, don't you?
You should get rid of that cold.
Only words you don't have trouble with are the ones that begin with M. Money.
Money, me.
Yeah.
Mucho, dinero. Babes. Close enough.
If that insane Sid Justice should be able to get by the Hulkster at WrestleMania 8, perhaps he won't be able to escape the guys with the white coats and the net. He needs to be put away.
You need shock treatments, all right. You need some therapy. But are you going to have him lay on your couch and let him snap? Not me.
Like a time bomb ready to explode.
It's like a cheap watch. He stopped every second.
Look at the Warrior fighting this. Down on his knees. You know how hard it is to come up from that position, Brain? When you got a guy like the Hulkster right on top of you.
But it just showed you how much they wanted.
Oh, nice. Nice move there by the Hulk.
That was a good move.
Showing us his versatility.
No, he had that stuff.
What's kept him on top all these years?
I know what's kept him on top. The humanoids. When they get behind this man and start cheering for the Hulkster, it drives him nuts.
Brain,
he gets as crazy as Sid Justice when he hears those Hulkamaniacs.
Be realistic, Brain. Regardless of what happens in the Hoosier Dome, in that match between Sid and St. Justice and the Hulkster, Hulkamania will live forever.
In the hearts of the Hulkamaniacs. In mine, he's just another 300-pound guy going down the pike.
Oh, please. Oh, nice power move there by the Warrior. Boy, is he pumped for this one. Hulkster with a 360 over the top and down to the concrete in the Sky Dome. Uh-oh, he might have come down right on that left knee. Two of the greatest professional athletes in the world today. For all of those still having questions on their mind about WrestleMania 8, you can find out all that hot information on our hotline. $1.49 for the first minute, only 99 cents for each each additional minute. And you youngsters out there, you kiddies, be sure you get mom and dad's permission before calling a hotline number.
I managed to scrape up 49 cents. Can you loan me a buck?
Oh, will you be serious?
Well, my money's in my other pants, I told you. I'll give it back to you tomorrow. Or the day after.
Referee out there checking.
See, what Hogan's doing, in my opinion, he's gold bricking. He's taking as much time as he can, which isn't bad. It's a good strategy. Let the other goof run around in there and get rid of all his energy. Take your time. Let the referee count. See, but this is what happens with the World Wrestling Federation. All these officials have always given Hogan the edge. My man would have been counted out by now. Ric Flair would have been counted out.
Will you stop, you crybaby?
Crybaby? You talking
just
to me?
Because you're on the list now, you're starting to panic?
The only list I want to be on is a list of invitations to parties.
Yeah. Well, there won't be any victory celebration in the Hoosier Dome. You can bet on that.
You're right, because we're leaving there with the title, and we're going to New York City. That's where we got the party plan. The Rainbow Room.
Very clever maneuver just a few moments ago by the Ultimate Warrior, throwing the holster back inside, realizing the title cannot change hands on a countout or disqualification, only on a pinfall or submission.
Here we go. They're starting to punch. They're going to be kicking pretty soon.
Irish whip into the corner. Whoa, did he follow him in?
He's patented that move. You know, a lot of people try to copy that from Hogan. I don't think anybody drives into the corner like Hogan does and then follows up with that clothesline.
You can bet Sid Justice has never felt that move.
I don't think it'll hurt him.
April 5th.
I don't think it'll hurt him. These people amaze me here in Toronto. You hear them counting to 10?
Will you
I'm surprised they can do that.
Give me a break.
Hey?
This match has seesawed back and forth right from the get-go, like a pendulum. 2 count. Whoa!
Whoa!
Was that close?
I believe Hogan's choking him there.
Front face lock, well applied by the champion.
Sure, it's well applied. He's got him by the Adams apple.
Oh, look at that small package.
I'm surprised Hogan knows this much wrestling.
Are you kidding?
All I ever seen him do is try to punch and kick a guy in the head. Oh. Well, maybe you're going to say he doesn't get to wrestle too many people.
What do you mean he doesn't get to wrestle?
I mean, show his wrestling ability.
No, he doesn't, because everybody's out there trying to clean his clock.
Well,
much like Sid Justice will be.
Yeah, exactly. You can forget all the hammer locks, hip locks, padlocks, any kind of lock. You just better fight for your life at WrestleMania 8, because Sid Justice is out to finish you off, buddy.
Well, we can say the same thing about Ric Flair. Because the Macho Man will be out there to do one thing, complete his vendetta.
That's right. It's a vendetta. And he's not going to win a match thinking that way. He's got to go out there and pin Flair.
Brain, if you remember, about 6 or 8 weeks ago, I told you this whole thing with the photos, this whole thing of trying to disgrace Elizabeth was going to blow up right in your kisser, and it's going to blow up in the Hoosier Dome.
Well, you're wrong. If he goes out there and is taking this personally, he's going to make a mistake, and he's all ours. If he goes out there and just tries to win the title, he's got a good chance of that.
Take a look. That's what it's going to look like in Indianapolis, Indiana on April 5th, a Sunday afternoon. Only there'll be 5,000 more on hand than there were in the Sky Dome. And the only way to take advantage of it, the only way to be part of history is on a pay-per-view basis. Don't just sit there. Get up. Get on the telephone. Call your local cable company. Be part of history.
Oh, that reminds me. I got a bunch of kids at an orphanage in California. Can I use your American Express so I can order that for
again?
WrestleMania? Yeah.
You got me last year, Brain. You're not going to get me this year.
It's for the kids, Monsoon. How can you turn your back?
If it's for the kids, you give me the name and number, and I'll order the tickets.
They're Taiwanians.
Last time there was a couple of cases of Don Perignon on the bill. Well, was that for the kids?
Well, they were happy. They like to celebrate. Jeez. Who am I to tell them no?
What a match this has been. 2 reigning champions.
Begrudge the kids 24 bottles of the bubbly. What kind of a guy are you?
Why don't you get a life?
One kid had to have extra caviar.
Will you stop?
I'm sorry.
Jeez. This is what it's all about. Our to WrestleMania 8, a tribute to the Hulkster, the immortal Hulk Hogan.
And that shrimp salad.
Oh. Why don't you make it lobster?
If you insist, give me the card. You can come too.
Oh, look at this.
We're gonna have little hats and stuff.
Side suplex by the champ. Still favoring that left knee.
Like I was saying, the more the people get behind Hogan, the more he does for the people, the more he comes alive, the more the veins start pumping and Hulkamania starts running wild.
Wouldn't you consider that a plus?
It is for Hulk Hogan. It really is. But at WrestleMania 8, there better be 75,000 people cheering for this man and getting him pumped up, because you're never going to see him in the ring again, one way or the other. Sid Justice is taking the Hulkster out.
Brain, you have used the word never before, and it's come back to slap you right in the kisser.
Well, it's just the way I feel. The rumors I get, Hogan's giving it up.
That's all you ever get, is rumors. Very seldom do you deal in fact.
Well, I can't tell you what I really know. You'll blab it to everybody.
What intestinal fortitude being shown here by the Ultimate Warrior, as he was just about down and out, and now with that surge running through his body. Oh, look at this. Where is he finding the energy to do this?
Look what's at stake.
Both men down with a double clothesline. What a fantastic matchup. Stay with us. We'll be back with the conclusion in just a moment.
Get out.
We're back. Earl Monson along with Bobby the Brain Heenan. A lot of people in the Sky Dome thought they were going to get a double count out here. And this match was going to end up with Hulkster walking out with the WWF title, and of course the Warrior leaving still the reigning Intercontinental title. But this one was a long way from being over.
I'll tell you, the Warrior knows Hulk Hogan's taking the count. Hogan knows Warrior's taking the count. They're trying to get as much energy back into their bodies as they can. They know what each other's doing.
Well, you're used to taking so much stuff, you even took the count. Thought it was worth something.
I'll take anything that's not nailed down. I don't mean it that way.
Why do you think you're out here doing the broadcast with me? They don't want you back in the locker room, rifling the lockers.
I've never stole a thing. I was getting a number out of that guy's pocket that time when they caught me.
I'm sure.
I didn't know he had it hidden in his wallet.
Both men now back on their feet.
You don't know Conchetta, do you?
Oh, will you stop?
That's the number I was looking for.
What a testament to the conditioning of these two tremendous athletes. What have they been in there, Brain? 25, 30 minutes now, and look at it.
What am I, Big Ben?
Oh, you probably tried to wax that too. Oh, clothesline by the Warrior. Hulkster went down hard. Notice how he's still favoring that left leg. Doesn't want to put a whole lot of weight on it. Another clothesline by the Warrior. Things are going his way.
I'll tell you, whoever wins this match or loses this match, Monsoon, I'll tell you one thing. Both of them are going to feel it tomorrow.
And for about the next several weeks. Hulkster really taking a pounding.
That's what he's going to be doing at WrestleMania 8. He's going to be holding on to the boot of Sid Justice. He's going to be looking up at Sid Justice. He's going to say, please, I've got 75,000 people here cheering me on. Don't make me look bad. Quit kicking my tail all over the place. I've had it. Let me out of here with some grace, some dignity. Please, please. But you know what Justice is going to do? He's going to turn his head around so hard, he's going to be looking down at the back of his back pockets.
Boy, that's nice wishful thinking, Brain. You and obviously Whippleman thinking along the same lines. You'll both be in the unemployment line come April 6th.
Unemployment line?
Yeah, you will have both lost your meal tickets. Perfect will go on some kind of a pilgrimage.
I don't like to wear funny hats and eat turkey that night.
Yeah. Bear hug now by the Ultimate Warrior. He's tried everything else. Might as well try this. What do you come up with in your arsenal? What does Sid Justice have in his arsenal that makes him think that he can put away the immortal Hulk Hogan?
Well, he's 6'10", he weighs 320 pounds at least, and he's out of his mind.
The guy's got an IQ of 3.
He's out of control, Monsoon. That's what he's got going for him. And when he steps in that ring, there's no title involved in this match. It's just Hulk Hogan he wants, and he's going to take him.
There's more than just a title involved.
Oh,
there's
tell
a career involved. A career is involved. You know, when you're all done on April 6th, you and Perfect can go down and get a job at McDonald's or Burger King or wherever you want. But what's Ric Flair going to do? What's the liar going to do? What's the photo fixer going to do?
I don't know what Elizabeth's going to do. That's her business.
Yeah, I'm talking about Slick Rick.
Well, get off my back. You've been on my back for weeks. Go ask them. I'm just a broadcast journalist.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do with it. Don't put me in a hit list.
You were the first one to mention the photographs.
Okay.
Were you not?
Put them up. I've had it.
You got 2 chances of winning that one. Slim and none.
If it hadn't been for this sprained ankle I got playing tennis the other day, I'd show you what it's all about. Look at squash.
The big one, only a few days away now, WrestleMania 8. Big double main event, first time ever in the WWF. Hulkster facing Insane Sid Justice, WWF title holder Ric Flair against the Macho Man, Randy Savage, for the Intercontinental title. The Hot Rod against Bret the Hitman Hart. How about the tag matchup, Brain? Money Incorporated can kiss the belts goodbye in Indy.
Well, the Natural Disasters certainly think they were jobbed by Jimmy Hart, but that's what's going to keep the title for Money Incorporated. They have Jimmy Hart because Jimmy Hart knows the Natural Disasters.
What on earth will Jake the Snake come up with to get by the awesome Undertaker?
You know he'll come up with something, and it'll be terrifying, I bet that. Whoa! Did he level the referee?
I'll tell you a match, Brandon, I'm looking forward to in the Hoosier Dome. El Matador, Tito Santana taking on Shawn Michaels and his main squeeze.
His sister is singing the national anthem.
Whose sister?
Reba McEntire.
Will you stop?
You know, she won 2 People's Choice Awards the other night.
I understand that. And if they knew she were part of WrestleMania 8, she'd have probably won 5.
She sings 2 kinds of music. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
She sings 2 kinds of music, country and western.
If you keep your mouth shut, nobody would know how dumb you are.
You're kidding.
No.
I mean, I know what
oh, nice move by the Hulk.
Uh-oh, he's ready.
Every time one of those individuals did a nice move, this place went bananas. Referee down and out at this point in the match.
How come every time something happens, it has to be bananas?
What do you mean bananas?
Place goes bananas. She went bananas. You're bananas. What do you want for lunch? I'll have bananas. Always bananas with you.
Are you trying to insinuate something? Just come right out and say it.
You like bananas?
Yeah, I like bananas.
Gorillas like bananas, don't they?
Nice side suplex delivered unexpectedly, and still the referee was down. Now, had the referee been conscious, the Hulkster could have got a 3 count, and then only moments later, had the referee been on his feet, Ultimate Warrior would have got a 3 count.
Look at the referee. He looks like he's tanked. Looks like he's been to the Red Rocket Inn and passed out.
Weren't you watching? He got clobbered out there.
I know that. 2. Ah! He almost had him.
They came out of their seats with that one.
This has been one hell of a match.
As expected. Nice duck under by the Hulkster. Once again, referee way out of position.
You don't even know what he's counting for. You know, when close to a 300-pound man runs into a, what's the referee weigh, 150 pounds?
About 140. It was pull out all the stops at this point in this one. Survival was the name of the game. And Hulkster then immediately followed out the Ultimate Warrior. Knocked down, drag out.
Look at this. Boy, do they want it bad.
Let me ask you this, Brain. Do you think Sid Justice has this kind of conditioning?
Oh, yeah.
You think Sid Justice has this kind of intestinal fortitude?
Oh, yeah.
That creep.
Plus, he's nuts. Pretty hard to hurt a guy that's nuts.
It's all going to happen. April 5th, Hoosier Dome, Indianapolis, Indiana. The greatest WrestleMania of all time.
And I bet you it sets all kinds of records for pay-per-view.
No question in my mind, the only way to go right now.
Look at this. When's the last time you saw anybody do this to Hulk Hogan? Look at that.
What? Elevator down. What a match that was. I can remember it so vividly in my mind. Two premier athletes going for the gold, realizing the ramifications of this one.
I remember the two Canadian sisters I met that night.
What Canadian sisters?
Yumna and Upka.
Will you stop?
They could only say the word kayak.
Cut his microphone off. Will you please give me some security?
Hello. Am I still on?
Uh-oh. There it is, that look by the Hulkster.
Hello.
That adrenaline flowing, telling you that right now he is impervious to pain.
Testing. Bobby the Brain Heenan, prime time. Hello.
Will St. Justice be able to deal with this, Brain?
Am I on?
I don't think so.
I must be on. You answered me. So I am the Brain.
Champ in for the ride. There's that big boot we've seen so many times.
That's it. Whoa.
Warrior with still some energy left. The big splash. 1, 2. And history was made at the Skydome in Toronto at WrestleMania 6 as the Ultimate Warrior became the reigning World Wrestling Federation champion.
If you think 68,000 people are screaming there, wait till you hear 75 at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis on April 5th for WrestleMania 8.
Look at the Hulkster. The reign has come to an end.
Like it will at WrestleMania 8.
You don't see him crying, do you, Brain?
He's pouting, though.
Hulk trying to figure out what happened here.
You lost, dummy. Simple. You were beaten. But at least one good thing,
look at he's got the belt.
He can walk away from this match. He won't be walking away April 5th. He'll be carried away.
Please.
People were crying, Monsoon.
Hulk had tears in his eyes, too.
But I mean, the Hulkamaniacs, the women, the old people, children, everybody was crying at the thought that this man was defeated. What are they going to do when he's carried out of there?
A hush has started to fall over this Skydome. 70,000 plus. Waiting to see what's going to happen here. Look at that. What humility. How gracious the Hulkster was in defeat in the Skydome. Will Ric Flair be that gracious in defeat? I doubt it. We'll be back.
In defeat.
The greatest World Wrestling Federation superstar of all time, Hulk Hogan, has proven through the years that he is gallant in victory. And he proved at WrestleMania 6 that he is even more gracious in defeat. But as a result of that match, the power of Hulkamania has grown stronger and stronger with each passing day. But the question is, in approximately a week at this year's WrestleMania, is that power strong enough to defeat this man?
You know, I would have to be the first to admit that that tribute to Hulk Hogan and Hulk Hogan himself in his day was maybe the greatest wrestler there ever was. And even myself that has no compassion for no living soul, Hogan, for just a second, 1 second, I feel sorry for you. 'Cause you, Hogan, are now facing something you have never faced before. You are facing a fuel-injected suicide machine that is called St. Justice. Now that feeling in your gut that's running through your veins, You call that feeling what you want, but it is called fear. Fear from the man that rules the world.
One of the blockbusters at WrestleMania 8 is going to be Jake the Snake taking on The Undertaker. Let's go back and take a look at what brought this all to a head.
Don't let her come through. He's going to nail Elizabeth. He's going to nail her. Who he's waiting for? Look out. No, look. The Undertaker. What the hell's he doing there? What is going on? Are you guys recording this or not? What's... Oh, my God. Look at that. Oh. A shot he took. Savage all over Jake. I can't believe what Jake was going to do. What a son of a... Hey, watch it. Whoa. What's the Undertaker doing there?
Undertaker mysteriously appearing and taking the chair away from Jake the Snake Roberts, and then the Snake appeared on the funeral parlor, and this went down.
You tell me, whose side are you on? Come on, tell me whose side you're on. Face to face, come on. Make up your mind, man. You make it up. Not yours.
Wait a minute.
Is this what makes you tick? Is this what you need in life? Is this your cross that you have to have, brother? There it is, man. Let me tell you something, though, big boy. I owe you one. Don't turn your back on me. I owe you one.
Oh, wait a minute. Look what he did. You blocked it. What did you do? His hand is caught in the end of that coffin. What did you do? Oh, no, wait a minute. Jake the Snake switched up. This gave him a DDT. Wow, McMahon. What is going on? Look at this. The Undertaker trying to get his hand out of the casket. It's sealed shut. It's tight. It can't be moved. They've got to be smashing his fingers, McMahon, flat. They've got to be smashing them flat. And Paul Bearer is out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Jake the Snake. And again. From behind, attacking with the steel chair. I've never seen anything like this, McMahon. He's dragging that casket. It's got to weigh a couple 100 pounds at least. Jake Roberts is thinking about getting out of town. Look at this, moving back in. Look, nothing can stop the Undertaker.
Trust me.
Jake the Snake has that to look forward to at WrestleMania 8. How do you stop an individual like The Undertaker?
I don't think you do. But if he can be stopped, the man that will stop him is right there.
Coming along soon, along with Bobby the Brain Heenan, here on our march to WrestleMania 8, a tribute to the immortal Hulk Hogan. As we take a look at Jake the Snake Roberts here in Biloxi, Mississippi, getting ready for his date with destiny.
Jim Powers!
Jim Powers, no slouch in there. Rest in peace indeed.
Snake Man. Surprised that guy can print.
It'll be the DDT against the Tombstone in the Hoosier Dome.
Well, you know how Jake's mind works, and he's going to come up with something. He may bring the biggest snake to Indianapolis that anyone's ever seen.
A man who has made a deal with the devil.
I mean, he stood behind a curtain with a chair, was going to take out Mr. and Mrs. Macho Man. He put a snake...
He didn't care who came there first.
Couldn't care less. Put a cobra snake into one of her wedding gifts at the wedding reception when she married the Macho Man. I mean, the things this man has done. He put the snake on Savage, bit him on the arm. What will he do to The Undertaker?
Or what will The Undertaker do to him?
It's going to be something to see.
He'll have to dig deep into his bag of tricks in the Hoosier Dome to survive this encounter. I'll tell you what, he's got some very unusual maneuvers in the ring, Brain. I'm sure a few of which we have yet to see.
Oh, I bet. You haven't seen all of Jake the Snake Roberts. He's a sharp guy. He's thinking. He's a thinking man's wrestler. Plus, he's extremely dangerous.
You can bet that when he enters, he'll know, Brain, that he can't go out there and out-muscle, out-power The Undertaker.
Well, you saw what he
might be able to outthink him.
Well, you saw what he did on the funeral parlor. He DDT'd Paul Bearer.
Hit him with everything but the kitchen sink.
He hit The Undertaker 20-some times with the chair, punched him, kicked him, slammed his hand in a coffin, locked it shut. The Undertaker kept coming, pulling that couple 100-pound coffin with him.
Yeah, but you know what I noticed in there, Brain? This guy right here, Jake the Snake Roberts, lost his cool, too, at that point. He lost his train of thought. He hit him about 20 times with a steel chair, had no effect. He threw the steel chair down and began hitting him with his fist. Does that make any sense?
Well, I think, like you say, he lost it there.
Yeah, sure.
He was out of control. But he's had all this time now to regroup. And he has come up with something. And you're going to see it at WrestleMania 8. And I feel sorry for The Undertaker and Paul Bearer.
If you want all the latest breaking news on WrestleMania 8, here's how to get it. Our WrestleMania 8 hotline. $1.49 for the first minute, only 99 cents for each additional minute. You youngsters, you kiddies out there, before you call that 900 number, be sure to get mom and dad's permission.
I got $1 now. Give me 49 cents.
With you, get out of here.
Boy, are you tight.
Short clothesline by the Snake.
You know that old saying, he's digging his own grave.
Yeah.
Maybe The Undertaker is.
Only one of the tremendous matchups in WrestleMania 8.
Can he do that to The Undertaker? If he can, will it hurt him, or will The Undertaker just sit up like he usually does?
An easy win for Jake the Snake Roberts. It won't be that easy on April 5th.
Here is your winner, Jake the
I wish he'd DDT Mike McGurk on an escalator.
Boy, she must have something on you, Brain.
Oh, I just can't stand that voice.
Maybe she's got some photos.
What?
I don't know. You come up here with all these photos, these phony photos.
That's your opinion.
Well, that's a lot of people's opinion. And you are #1 on the hit list.
No, I'm not.
We'll be back with more good stuff in just a moment.
Wait.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
We are continuing with our march to WrestleMania 8, a tribute to the immortal Hulk Hogan. Big matchup here in Biloxi, Mississippi. The Natural Disasters, Brain.
A lot of people think they're going to take the WWF title.
I am saying right now that they will leave the Hoosier Dome with the belts, with the gold. Just like the Macho Man will.
You're just trying to do a number on me.
See that little pat on the back? That's only 18 inches away from a kick in the... Oh.
Watch it.
They've got a score to settle, and should that little runt, Jimmy Hart, stick his nose in there, he'll get squashed like a grape. Bust him up, Kato. A few good seats left at the Hoosier Dome, but the only way really right now to enjoy and be part of history is pick up that telephone, call your local pay-per-view company, and be part of WrestleMania 8, or be left out. And you're going to be left out, Brain.
No, I'm not.
Do I have to put up with you at WrestleMania?
Yes, you do.
Boy.
Just like I have to put up with you.
Well, there goes my weekend. But I won't feel as bad as the $1 Million Man and Erwin R. Scheister will when I leave the Hoosier Dome, because they'll be leaving there a little bit lighter.
See, but Jimmy Hart knows the Natural Disasters. He knows what makes them tick.
Yeah. Natural Disasters, in my book, only had one fault, Brain, and they got rid of that little runt.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
Good, I hope so.
You have to answer to Jimmy. Whoa, look at the strength.
How are you going to combat that? How are you going to go out there and give away 250, 300 pounds, perhaps 400 pounds, and expect to come out on top.
Because when you're the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase, and you're Erwin R. Shyster, and you possess that much wrestling ability, plus you're a veteran in this great sport, they're going to know what to do.
Well, we won't have to wait long to find out, will we? Understand you've been looking through the want ads. You'll be needing a job on April 6th. Ric Flair will dump you like a hot potato. I think we'll win or lose.
Why?
Why? Because you're number one on the hit list.
I am not.
You're the one who exposed the negatives and let them into the hands of Elizabeth and the Macho Man. I heard that he's blaming you.
No, those pictures belong to Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect and him. That was their idea.
This one's over.
But I'm just a financial advisor, that's all.
Here's the lovely Mike.
Lovely Mike.
Very impressive win for the Natural Disasters. When we come back, we'll take you to Vince McMahon and the immortal Hulk Hogan.
With us now, ladies and gentlemen, the man who at WrestleMania 8 will face Sid Justice. Here is Hulk Hogan. Hulkster, thank you for joining us. I wonder if you'd comment on your impending match in approximately a week with Sid Justice.
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Sid Justice. But when you comment on a match of this magnitude, it really boxes myself and all the little Hulkamaniacs in a corner. The match with Andre the Giant, the Ultimate Warrior match, Macho Man Randy Savage, in every war, every test we've ever won or fought hard in doesn't mean a thing at this point in time. Because the threat of Sid Justice in the WWF means not only is the whole WWF under pressure, but the whole theme of Hulkamania, the 4 demandments we've talked about, could cease to exist if a man like Sid Justice has his way with me in the ring. It's the final test for me, Vince McMahon. And that test means I'm on the edge of greatness or I'm on the edge of disaster. But Sid Justice in WrestleMania, you're going to feel Hulkamania at its highest peak, at its strongest power. And when you step in the ring with me and all my maniacs, you better be everything that you say you are, brother, because I'm everything that I say I am. And when you test the power of Hulkamania, realize that it's a test of time. It's something that's been established, something that everybody believes in, especially the little Hulkamaniacs. And to beat me this time in WrestleMania, you're going to have to beat everybody that believes in positive thoughts, positive deeds, and I just don't think you can do it.
Well, let me ask you, we know what Hulkamania means to us, but what does Hulkamania mean to you?
Hulkamania is a standard. It's something intangible that you have to fight all your life to achieve. It's a goal that I set for myself and all my Hulkamaniacs, realizing that the goal was so far out there that you'd have to fight every moment of the day to get as close to that goal as you could. Hulk Hogan, the man, becomes better every day just by realizing the 4 demandments of Hulkamania, the prayers, the vitamins, the training, the believing in yourself. We keep striving to be the perfect, the ultimate Hulkamaniac, but we set the goal so high that anything less than 100% commitment, total dedication, is classified as failure if you're really a Hulkamaniac. This is something that will make your life better each and every day. So when I think about Sid Justice and the fact that he puts everything in jeopardy that I've fought for, that all these kids believe in, it makes me think that Sid Justice doesn't realize what he's really getting in the ring with. We're fighting for different reasons. I mean, I'm shooting for happiness, peace of mind in my personal life and my professional life. Sid Justice, when I look at him, maybe I'm judging him too soon, but to me, he's just another guy with a big mouth and a big body that's trying to take a shortcut to the top. But that's where the buck stops, because whenever you take a shortcut around the WWF, you end up running into Hulk Hogan.
Then is this your last match? This WrestleMania, is this the last time we see you step into the ring?
When you ask that question, it makes me sweat. Everywhere I've been, people say, Hulk Hogan, we know you've got a lot of things going. You're starting to divide your interests. You've got family, you've got business, wrestling business, you've got other type of ventures out there. Are you going to retire? Then I hear on the other side of the coin, are you going to be able to get by Sid Justice? When I sit here and actually think about my last match at WrestleMania, it chills me to the bone. being able to handle happiness within my personal life and happiness on a professional level has been one of the greatest accomplishments that I could brag about. So when I talk about letting all that go, putting all that in jeopardy by saying, yes, this is my last match, or by even letting someone influence me, such as Sid Justice, saying, Hulk Hogan, I'm going to make sure this is your last match. All those thoughts I put out of my head. I'm the only one that can make that decision, Vince McMahon. And right now, I have to tell you, at WrestleMania, I just won't know until I come out of the ring if it was my last match.
Well, then, whether or not this is your last match, I'd like to say that on behalf of all of us, your Hulkamaniacs, thank you for the memories, thank you for the inspiration, and thank you for Hulkamania.
Thank you.